Good morning, my beautiful collective. I hope you have a wonderful day. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. Oh my goodness. That channeled song this morning. Oh my goodness. Highway 101. The highway that runs along the West Coast, right? Pacific Coast Highway, y'all. After I heard the song playing in my head, right? I started down that journey of the good old 70s and 80s country music, which is what I grew up on. That's how I recollect my early years. And then brought me to 1993, because that was the year I was traveling it up with people, and we did the West Coast. We started we did 3 weeks in LA, then slowly traveled up the coast, Northern California, into Oregon, and then Washington. But 1993 breaks down to 22, which is a master number. So what were you doing in 1993? Now, the majority of my collective, y'all are my age, all right? So we all got some experience behind us. We'll put it that way. What were you doing in 1993? Some of y'all, that should have been the start of your journey towards your mastery, whatever it was you were meant to do. So you either started it or you should have been working on it, okay? Because we were traveling up the coast. It was up with people. We were doing a musical show. I was singing. I was having fun. The whiskey part, I got food barred in LA, okay? I've been 18, 19. So that was the the age range, right? Where you're drinking a lot, you're having fun, early 20s. Patience, you're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Satisfaction, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. Beautiful, right? The satisfaction. You have to learn, right? When you're in that younger age and you should have been doing what you should have been doing, but you were too busy doing other things, right? Patience, younger people aren't really known for the patience. Let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. What were you doing in 1993? And would you have been doing something that now you would consider part of who you are? Okay, I'm a tarot reader, but first and foremost, I'm a singer, okay? God blessed me with the gift of song when I was very young, and I am forever grateful for that. Okay, I did my first solo in kindergarten. I've been singing my little heart out for as long as I can remember. But 1993. And then, one of the greatest things that happened that year was we were doing the Boy Scout Jamboree in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And I passed my microphone off to Lee Greenwood. We had finished our Americana medley. And I was one of the four out front, ending it. And as I went back, left the stage, I passed my mic to Lee Greenwood. Right? And that Boy Scout Jamboree, I think there's like 100,000 Boy Scouts. It was fucking huge. The stage was huge. It was people as far as you could see back. It was like a pretty fucking big deal. Pretty amazing setup, too. So in 93... I should have been working on what I probably should have spent more time and energy on after I got out, right? 22, the mastery. What were you doing in 1993 that now, maybe in this current time, could be where you're being led to go back to or led to work on, focus on, right? 1993 is 22. I'm seeing it as being like a year you should have been learning your gift, your talent, working on whatever it was you were meant to do the rest of your life. Now, you either followed that path or you didn't. Just a little something to ponder. Just a little something to ponder. Okay, just a little something to ponder. Nine of Swords here, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Wands, Temperance. Yeah, some of you could be thinking, what the fuck happened to my life? Okay, are we in that energy? Queen of Pentacles in reverse there, the Six of Wands and the Temperance. The Lovers here and the Ace of Cups. Learning to love yourself. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? You know, at that age, a lot of people had kids, right? You got married maybe for the first time. You popped out your kid. Some of you might have been in college. Some of you might have been, you know, doing your thing. But it's something that wants to come back to you. Some of y'all, I'm not seeing that Nine of Swords as being that dark night of the soul energy. Some of y'all, this is that awakening. Okay, you're being drawn to get back into something, okay? Maybe you're having dreams about it. You're remembering it. Highway 101. Pacific Coast Highway. And Whiskey If You Were a Woman, that came out in 87. I think that was probably one of their most well-known songs, right? But you'd have been in that age, we are all in that age, you know, your early 20s where you drink like a fish and you just have fun, right? So now you're wondering, oh my God, where's my life gone? What am I doing? What am I doing, right? You started having your babies in 93, they grown up now. So you grandma, grandpa, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with my life right now? And it is never too old, y'all, to start doing what you're meant to do, right? To be called into action to do what you're meant to do. That you loved. Maybe some of y'all, what were you doing in 93 that you absolutely loved? 93, that 22, that's like the mastery year. You should have been introduced to something that you should have followed through on, and maybe you didn't. So now it's like that comeback. You're getting drawn. What are you meant to do? What are you meant to do? I've probably only gone to 2 readers in my life, and when I was out in LA Venice Beach, I did stop by a reader, palm reader, there on the beach, on the boardwalk. That was a fun time. Yeah, I wish I'd have kept that up. To be honest with you guys, that would have been awesome, right? Traveling and singing, doing what I loved, but then life happened. So yeah, this ain't that tragic Nine of Swords energy we think about. Some of y'all are like, what can I do right now, right? You're not really needed as a mom anymore. Your kids are grown. Yeah, you're grandma, grandpa, but you know, that's still, you know, your kids have to take care of their kids, right? You can help out, but what are you doing for you? Because a lot of y'all, we ain't that fucking old yet. Hell, I'm 47. Shit. Are you doing what you love? And if not, why the fuck aren't you? Why aren't you? King of Wands over here in reverse with the Devil energy and the Strength. And the Seven of Swords with the Six of Swords. Seven of Swords in reverse with the Six of Swords. Page of Swords and the... Yeah, a lot of you, this is just what held you back. For some of y'all, you know, during that heavy drinking stage, did you ever just, you know, quit drinking like a fish, or did you continue on? You know, we all do that when we're young. Strength. You don't know which way to go. You don't know which way to go. You have a lot of options, but where do you want to go? For some of y'all, I think some of them, I think some of the things you love from the past are starting to haunt you a little bit, right? You're wondering, you're getting that, well, what if I would have? What if I, you know, what if I had done that? What if I'd continued doing that? It's that rekindling. It's a beautiful rekindling. And now some of y'all are looking into making the moves. Some of y'all are looking into making the moves. Could be career change, location change. Some of y'all spousal change. I don't know what your fucking deal is, right? Maybe you're like, you know what? Some of y'all, this could be you. Did you not do it because your parent talked you out of it? Some of y'all could have been a very strict mom that said, "What? You ain't doing that shit. Go get in there and put you some clothes on. Why are you showing so much leg," right? Did you let your parents decide what you should have done or what path you should have took? And now you're like, fuck. I should have done what I wanted to do. Because here you are all stumped over in that long-ass dress, looking like, you know, you're like, damn it. I shouldn't have listened to my mom. I should have shook my hood on the on the hood of Whitesnake's car, right? What y'all doing here? You bring a balance to a situation. that you've been waiting on for a while. The healing process. Some of y'all getting back to you. Okay? Getting back to you. Getting that life back. Getting that oomph back. Getting that drive back, right? You've done all the adulting you needed to do. So now it's like, okay, kids could be out of the house. You're there. So you're like, well, now what the fuck, right? It's okay to be grandma and grandpa, but you still got to have a life, right? So what are you doing right now? What are you being sparked into action? That could be causing some conflict. Now, some of y'all, if y'all are in a marriage or something like that, maybe you and your spouse are both like, what the fuck now, dear? What the fuck now? Right? If you're with a partner, y'all, the kids are out of the house, it's just you two now, your grandma and grandpa, you're doing your thing, and y'all could be sitting around thinking, what the fuck now? I'm too old to settle down for this shit, right? You're like, what the fuck? What's going on here? Maybe planning a trip, a little vacation. Maybe taking the fucking Highway 101. Follow that shit up north. Go on a little excursion. I'm drawn to van life. A lot of van lifers take that, going from SoCal to the north. This is almost that good rebellion, right? This is when you can do what you want to do because you got some money and you got some stability. So, though it may sound crazy to people, but if y'all decided to buy an RV and just go traveling, or maybe you just decide to uproot for a little bit. Try something different. I think in love, if you're with a partner, maybe that would boost, y'all's relationship. Especially if you married young. And you both had dreams and aspirations, and you put it on hold to raise your family. And now y'all grown up because we got this King of Wands sitting there. And it might be the masculine that's getting the itch to do something. So you women might be debating it, right? Maybe the husband come home one day and said, honey, I'm tired of this shit. What can we do? I'm too young to be a grandpa, too old to just sit here and do the normal shit. You're getting that rebirth, that kick in the ass. What the fuck are you going to do? What are you going to do? Damn it. What are you going to do? 1993. For those of you that have a memory of that year. Or 1993. Did I say 92? I meant 93. 93, 22. That's when you were introduced to what you should have been doing in your life. Whether you took the call or not. Some of y'all being drawn back to it. It can be as simple as if you just had a fun job, maybe in a little boutique or some shit like that, and wished if you'd have stuck with it, you could have moved up into upper management or opened up your own shop. Remember when you're young like that and you have all them dreams and aspirations, right? What was the dream? What was the love? For a lot of you, what you were doing in 1993 is kind of coming back to you, and you're thinking, yeah, okay. Highway 101, were you traveling then? Did you have a lot of traveling experience? Nine of Pentacles. Everything is fine. Ten of Swords in reverse. And the Judgment. Now you're looking back. You're like, you know what? Everything's good now, but I'm really not happy. Right? You got abundance. It ain't like the money ain't good. It ain't like your stability ain't good. But you're like, I sure the fuck ain't really happy. Right? You're kind of playing the part right now. And now, here's that. Some of y'all could be having dreams from the past. Remembering the past, right? What were you doing? For some of you, 1993 is going to be a very important year. What happened in 1993? What was you doing in 1993? That you walked away from because of youthful impatience, because something pulled you away from it. Yeah, some of you could have been heartbreak, right? Clarify that. It's something you had to walk the fuck away from. Yeah, look at this beautiful energy, guys and gals, right? You got your stability, right? Everything is good. So now it's like if you decided, you know what? I just want to sell my house and move somewhere else. Or you know what? Maybe do, I don't know. Maybe you want to get an apartment or get a little beachside cottage somewhere and just change it up, right? But everyone's like, your life is so perfect. Why do you want to change it? Everything is perfect. Why do you want to change it? Because this is. You got the stability. You got everything you need. Life ain't bad. You're good, right? So everyone's like, why would you want to change it? Why would you want to change it? And you're like, because something is off. Something ain't right, right? You're not feeling the love. You're not feeling that youthfulness. You know, finding that drive again, right? What are you going to do? Okay, if the kids are out of the house, the kids are grown, right? Well, you know, you got grandchildren. It's okay to watch them and spend time with them, but you let your children raise their kids because now maybe you can go out and do some shit. What do you want to do? What was you doing in 1993? What was you doing in 1993 that made you happy? Go back into that mindset. You know, the joy of being a Gemini is keeping that youthfulness, right? That ability to always be adaptable. Be adaptable. Like the Peter Pan of the Zodiac. A lot of you finding that youthfulness again. Because you're too fucking old to just be grandma and grandpa. But why the hell be stuck and stagnant? Yeah, now you're looking back. You're looking back and thinking, why the hell did I make the decisions that I made, right? This is that moving, but you really didn't want to. Wherever the hell was going on there, you kind of didn't. You were impatient. Maybe you didn't know where the fuck you wanted to go, so you just went somewhere. Wasn't exactly what you wanted. So, you know, you might have been thinking big thoughts, and then, you know, the little rowboat showed up, so you just hopped on it because it was a little cheaper. You got a little impatient. Instead of waiting for the bigger journey, right? The bigger step to take. Some of y'all, you might not have had a choice, right? You got knocked up in the back seat of the car, you became mommy and husband, right? People still got married back then if they knocked somebody up. It was still a good time, right? So that put an end to your plans. And a lot of you definitely could have been when you fell in love, right? I fooled around and fell in love. And then you could have had some heartbreak, some, you know, just drama, early 20-something drama. And you moved away from your dreams. And that could have been taking that leap of faith, right? Could have just been getting out of what you love to do. If you started having babies, maybe you couldn't afford to go to college back then. Or, you know, it's not as, I don't think it was as easy as it is now with online classes and stuff to make that work, right? So you had to give up what you loved doing, what you wanted to pursue. You had to leave your dreams behind. Now, that's not saying that having kids and having a family and all that was a bad choice, right? You did what you did. But maybe now you're being drawn back to what were you doing in 93 that you were happy about? Because I was drawn to the 1993 goes to 22. That's when you were introduced to what you should have been doing now, or what you should be doing now. If it resonates for you, it resonates, right? Queen of Swords here with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You know, you used to be a very happy-go-lucky, energetic person, and now you're mom, right? Have some of you turned into your mother? You used to be this fiery, passionate individual. What happened to her? My masculines, what happened to him, right? Now you're like no fun. This bitch has fun. You lost that fire, that passion, and that drive. You need to get it back. For some of y'all, if you're still married to the person or you're with somebody in about that age range and you all have been settled down for a while, maybe you're both getting that itch, right? You're like, well, we're not old enough to just be grandma and grandpa. We still got to live and have a life, right? So what are you doing? Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Page of Wands. How do you hold on to your stability, stay working, but kind of get out of your head, right? This is that understanding and getting out of your head. This Nine of Wands to that Four of Wands. Dropping them 5 swords of burden where you have to feel like you have to take care of everybody, right? Now, there ain't nothing wrong with watching your grandchildren, but, you know, you still got to have a life yourself. You still got to be productive, right? You're not fucking old yet. You can still get out there and do shit. Four of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Dividing your time. How to divide your time between what you have to do and what you would love to do, right? You know, when you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to get that balance, right? Can I keep my stability here and then maybe go off and work on something else? This is that you're getting that drive. You're having them dreams. You're remembering things, right? That's a beautiful Nine of Swords. I'm going to tell you, that's a beautiful Nine of Swords. Because this is, okay, this is the recurring thing. You know, everything is, it's not fine. It's not bad. It's just, it's not, you're not feeling it anymore. Right? You're like, where's that fucking oomph? You turned into your mother and now, you know, you're like, shit, where was the girl that wanted to shake her hood on the, or shake her ass on the hood of Whitesnake's car? What happened to the girl that was partying and having a good old time, right? Wearing her skirt short and having just fun. Where'd she go? Where'd she go and can I get her back? Or him back? Guys, just flip the script if it's your energy, right? Why can't you go back to that energy, doing what you love and just being free? Not feeling restricted. Page of Pentacles here, Three of Cups, and Page of Wands. Getting out there and getting new opportunities, giving to new situations. Some of y'all, this could be meeting different people, getting new opportunities, getting out there and starting something new, trying something new. Maybe hiking some trails if there was a trail you wanted to hike. Getting together with friends, reminiscing with old friends from 1993. 1993 was a pivotal year for you, okay? It's either going to resonate or it's not. Things need to balance out. You need to find that love, work, life balance. And a lot of you, even with grandbabies, you like to see them, but you know, you're not old yet. You're not your grandma and grandpa, right? You're not even retirement age yet. So you still got to live a little bit. Be the cool grandma and grandpa that your grandchildren want to be around, right? You're like, how am I supposed to bring this happiness, this beauty into my life that I want, that you missed out on? Because now you can afford to do it. That's the thing, right? When you were younger, you couldn't afford to do it. But now you're like, yeah, I can make this work. I can make this work, right? You got your mortgage paid off or you got your stability set. So you can afford to do some of the shit you couldn't do in your 20s, right? Maybe you want to, I don't think people are doing concerts now. If you wanted to follow a band across the country or do something that seems kind of crazy and stupid to some people, but would help bring that spark back into you. What would bring that spark back into you? I know, it's saying that you're not old, okay? Fucking A, guys. I'm 47 right here. That's sure the fuck isn't old, okay? Some of y'all don't care how many kids you got, right? Are they raised out of the house? They're not dependent upon you. Maybe as a free babysitter, but, you know, they can do their own shit right now. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for you? Is there a resolution to this? You're going to find it. If you're meant to, you're going to find it. A lot of you may be thinking about it. I hope I've sparked that into you, getting back to what you love. And y'all, it doesn't even have to be a major fucking transformation. Maybe you're just going to change things up a little bit, right? Get out there and be a little more active. Get out there, and if you never took vacations before, maybe try a different place on the map. Right? Going somewhere or doing something that you normally wouldn't have done. Some of you going back, where were you at in 93? What was you doing? What made you happy? Finding you. This is about finding you. Because you're getting that itch. You're like, well, you know something isn't wrong, but something isn't right. And this ain't a bad Nine of Swords. This is that you're having that. You're getting that nudge. Some of y'all are dreaming big, right? Maybe remembering those days. Because now, anything you say, if you decided you want to switch shit up, people be like, what? What's wrong? You got everything you need. Why would you do that? You're kind of stuck, but it's just stuck in that normalcy of life. Like, well, what would your grandchildren do? Well, I don't know. Their mom and dad can take care of that. Grandma's going to go out and have some fun. Grandpa's going to go out and have some fun. Uh, maybe you want to go to the fucking beach, right? When was the last time you went skinny dipping? I feel a lot of you, if your partner, if you got a loving, kind partner and you guys have been together for a while, maybe you're both getting that itch, right? If he was a more active man and maybe he's gotten more sedentary or just feeling that itch to just change shit up, right? You both kind of finding yourself, reliving a little, and when I say reliving the youth, just getting back to that energy. When you feel like anything is possible and you have all these opportunities, and then life happens and you get sidetracked, and what are you going back to what you love? Because if you're with somebody, you both could be feeling that itch, like something ain't right. And it could actually be the man that decides, hey, you want to try something a little different? Maybe a hiking trail, camping, or getting out there, getting around new people, getting around new energies, right? Joining new clubs. Just balancing out, finding that happiness that you've missed out on, right? Things are good, but they're not like where you'd like them to be. What can you do for you? I've been to paradise, but I haven't been to me. Now's the time you can actually balance some scales yourself, right? Kitties are raised, you just got grandchildren, so you can make shit work. You can make shit work if you want to. Wow, I love that. You can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. Now, of course, this can be for any age, you guys, but majority of my subscribers are my age, plus or minus 5. Okay, so we've all got some experience. We all got some life underneath us. Getting that draw to get back to happy times. You're not old yet, for fuck's sake. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Peace, love, and light, collective. Peace, love, and light.